Hey guys, it's D-Led. Yeah, the host of ATL Sports Ed Game. He kind of stuffed up, but we're gonna sit up here and talk about Arthur Smith and Desmond Ridder. Okay, guys, enjoy the show.
Okay, D-Led.
Stop stealing the show, D-Led.
D-Led come in. He come in trying to take over stuff.
Right,
Stop being, stop being petty, D-Led.
On
right.
what the
You already,
absolute hell?
you,
I mean, excuse me,
you
D-Led,
already.
what the hell was that?
That was D-Led at his best.
Oh,
Getting on Arthur Smith nerve.
eating all them fish and chips. Hey man, what's going on, man? It's the ATL Sports End Game. I'm the therapist ATL, man, your host. And to my immediate left, we have the man himself, Senator Palpatine. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, you asked me something?
We
Oh,
just introduced it.
oh damn.
Oh
Um,
man.
Senator
hey, what's going?
Palpatine is on London time.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
He
I'm
trying to
like,
get
oh,
trying
did
to
he
get his
say
rest in
that?
now. They all want to get up early
Oh,
tomorrow. Early
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah, yeah, the jet
Yeah,
lag.
yeah, yeah.
And right below, man, we got Coach Unchained. Coach, what's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? I'm still here. I told you guys, hop on over
Oh,
here, man. It's gonna be a good show tonight, so hop on over here.
right. Apparently, D-Led tried to hijack the show, but we gonna keep it
Mm.
moving.
Look at Miss Pam
Hey, man,
calling
I
all the
was.
way from London.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna start off the roll call. We got ATL Leo, man. Thank you for tuning in. We got Lee 85. We got Mucho Grande. We got Miss Pamela Johnson. Hey, Auntie. Hey, be
She's
careful over there. Hey, make sure that look, slow down on the L now. Don't drink all the L before the
no,
game.
she ain't fish and chips, bro.
We
She
got
said that's the.
JDS.
She making me jealous.
we
Them fish should be good over there too, boy. They be good.
we got Vincent Moore. We got Terry Lloyd. Oh man, thank you guys for tuning in. Dre Murphy, what's going on? Georgia, Texas boy, what's going on? Larry Sams, what's up? Big Ant, what's going on? Big Ant, why you playing? Why you playing, Big Ant? Hey man, what's going on? Hey, appreciate you out of your Falcon mind. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Yeah, hey man, D-Led, he did try to hijack the show, man. I'm telling you. He said, Terry, what's going on, man? Dave, hey man, look, thank you guys for tuning in. Just come on in. We're gonna get right into it, man. We got a great show for you this evening. All right. Now, look, we're gonna get into it. We got the Jaguars, we got the
Mm.
Falcons Jaguars recap. Um, and I know, like I said, you've seen a lot of stuff circulating. We didn't see a whole bunch of press conferences and everything like this. But you know what? I want Coach to take this first, Coach.
Oh,
All week, man, what have you seen? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? And what do you think the Falcons need to do to kind of neutralize the Jaguars, man, in this game?
pressure.
Mm.
Mike showed you last night. This cat don't like pressure, especially up the middle. If Grady comes at him, there's a chance you may get the ball thrown to you if you're a good defensive back. You play your keys
Mm.
right. You may get the ball in intercept. He already threw what 5 interceptions this year, I think. If I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
I think that's what the number was. But we got to start fast on offense though. We can't play around and leave those guys room to settle in. How's it? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. We got to come at them. We
Hmm.
got to come at them and come at them fast. Hit them hard. Hit them fast. And make them like want to play catch up because we don't need to be the catch up people. We don't need to play catch up. We need to just come out there and beat them up early and get this game over with early. Because once you get those guys down, I don't think no fighting those guys after that.
Right. 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 Um, Matt, Mike, man, what do you think? Now, I know you've been talking about it in spurts and being on your shorts and everything. Kind of break down, what do you see, especially from the film study, what do you see the Falcons need to do to come out, to have a victorious game?
Execution. There's a misconception that authors calling bad plays and the Falcons just aren't very creative. It's the stupidest logic ever because that's not what the case is. They run the exact same offense that Kyle Shanahan and even Matt LaFleur. He's running the exact same offense that they're running. So the idea that Arthur is a bad play caller just isn't true. We just aren't seeing execution. Guys are loafing on plays when they're not getting the ball. Guys are slipping on the field. We're seeing running backs, miss key blocks or miss key holes and whatnot. Like that's not on the play call. The same thing for the offensive line. They need to execute. So I don't think they should change anything. They just need to execute better. But as far as the film is concerned, obviously that stands. But film, I'm just defensively. I think they should just keep doing what they're doing. We got
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people that feels as though that like we got to get sacks, but I don't think that's the case. The sacks will come. Well, the sacks is one of those
Hmm.
fluke situations where both coverage and pressure has to kind of coexist at the same time in order to get a result. But that'll come. Um, like you can get pressure, but you have a guy wide open. You can have a guy wide open, and it can pretty much get killed because of pressure. So both of those scenarios have to coexist at the same time in order to get a sack. So I'm not worried about sacks as long as we putting quarterbacks on their behind,
Hit him.
hurrying them up and making them uncomfortable. I'm cool.
People don't realize a quarterback hit is just as good as a sack too.
Yeah, and I
Now, that shit hurt.
right, and that's what I was gonna say. In my opinion, we need to play our game. And we need to play our game in every aspect on both sides of the ball, defense, offense, special teams. But Mike and Coach are both right. Execution is going to be key because we can do all this talking and everything like that on paper, but if we're not executing, especially in the trenches, it
Mm-hmm.
really doesn't matter. And like Coach was saying too, y'all got to understand something. And I know Ryan Nielsen said this in one of his press conferences. He said, "Y'all got to understand, sacks are the end result." He said the pressures and the hurries that those two components are the keys to disrupting the offense. You want to throw the offense rhythm off. He said if the guys play their game, they will get the sacks because that what happens is once you throw off the timing, you give a defender 1 to 2 more seconds to get at the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So those two do go hand in hand and everything. And other than that, man, just like you said, just relax. Just make sure they go out there and have fun playing. If it's all about, if they more worried about winning and losing, they're not going to enjoy playing the game. And when you having fun playing the game, as you can see in other sports like like the Braves do, them boys play out of their mind. That's
Mm.
because they're enjoying the game. So you really don't want to get that all caught up. You guys got anything else you want to say about this topic right here before we move on?
Oh man, let's go kick their ass. That's that's all.
Oh, and one more thing. Stop worrying about Arthur Smith's play calling. Like I said, the, he's already understood what he needs to do. So I believe he gonna get back to like you said, starting off running the ball to open up the play action pass, and like Mike said too, you may see a little bit of RPO. You may see a little bit of RPO, and hopefully, I get to see him use Ritter as a weapon. Because one thing about it, and we've been talking about it all week, it prevents defenses from crashing the edges. Because now they have to account for Ritter being an extra man.
Can
So
I can
yeah,
I
go ahead,
mention
coach.
something? One, what you just pick about what you just said. Do y'all know last week? the game plan was for Ridder. I hate to say it, for him to sit in that pocket. He had opportunity. If he wanted to escape, there was plenty of opportunity for him to do it.
Mm.
Mm, mm.
That game plan was solid. What they wanted to do. That was a test last week. I went back and watched this film 3 times. I said, why he's not running?
Mm.
Coach, I said the exact same thing. It
I'm
was
saying,
frustrating me early in the game. I was like, why is he not
right.
running?
I mean, the holes. I mean, he's seen. It's like he's not like he don't see the pressure. He just decided not to
Mm-hmm.
lead the pressure. He also said that he felt like his wasn't there.
Right.
I said,
Yeah, he
dude,
did say that. Yeah.
that's an open lane right there. Why you ain't go? And I don't think they put that much pressure on him that he couldn't escape that pocket. I think it was
Mm-mm.
just a test to see because think about this: that D line last week and this D line here is almost the same thing.
Ah man, coach, wait till you get done because it's something I brought to Mike and them's
It's almost the same thing.
attention. And now, coach, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were watching we was watching the Green Bay game and was
Hmm.
watching Detroit, and I know we were sitting up there commentating on it. What I found when I went back and looked at that, Detroit was freestyling. They were
Exactly.
they were free. I told Mike, I said, you know what's funny about the game against us and the game against Green Bay?
They
Their
were manhandling
defense,
people.
they were freestyling. They
Manhandling.
would just, it's almost like they was just saying, okay, we did this, since this worked, let's go do this. They were freestyling because there were a lot of holes on their defense. Once Green Bay got to running the ball, you saw them. But as long as they could crash them edges and kind of get the quarterback to, they freestyle to make the quarterback uncomfortable, to make him look
They
like,
squeeze.
hey,
They
yeah,
squeeze the pocket.
yeah, they freestyled the whole game. And when one or two of their players went out, all of a sudden the game changed, and then Green Bay started to focus again. Okay, we can do this, and I'm like, you mean to tell me they freestyle for 2 games straight? And in my opinion, I believe they were trying to. I believe Arthur Smith was trying to get Ritter in that in a passing rhythm to see where, kind of like push him out of his comfort zone and say,
Hmm.
okay, let's. How many times can you throw the ball? Can you throw a deep ball and make a completion? Can you throw it over the middle? Can you throw it under pressure? We need to
Hmm.
see how far we can push you in this game to see where the line is before. Okay, all right, this how far we to go with Ritter before we know what to work on. And I believe that now after going back watching it. Like Mike said, it was frustrating because I was screaming at the TV like, bro, you need to run the ball. You need to run the ball. But if you take those two things into consideration, you'll see you'll see what we see. It look, I'm not gonna say scripted, but yeah, like you said, it looked like it was a test to see.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. One more point. Like I said, I don't went back and watch this thing several times. Think about this. Arthur Smith know he can run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. This man know we can run the ball. He could have probably ran the ball anytime he wanted to. Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, people thought run the ball. He knows he can run the ball. He's been successful since the last 2 years at running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
This was something like, okay, Detroit, we're gonna let them have their little glory, but we're gonna see what we can. That was like practice. I hate to say this, as I look at it now, I don't want to say it that
Yeah.
way, but to me, this
I told you
was
they was freest. I told you what that was. They was looking ahead. That's what I said last night. They were looking ahead to
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville to see if they can practice on a few things.
that's what they
And
did. That's a
and
lot of
that's
practice.
what coaches do. A lot of coaches scheme
Yeah,
ahead of
that's true.
games, and they practice on certain teams that they feel as though that like they um can use certain things on. So it's almost some coaches scheme for 2 games. I know that may sound crazy, but they'll say, all right, we want to work on
Yeah,
this passing game. So what they'll do is practice a few plays in one game in order to take advantage of the next game. And I think the next game that they was focused on is really the Jacksonville game because we know the Jacksonville Jaguars they secondary is pretty freaking bad. Like they secondary is bad, 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 bad. So I
If
think they was kind of planning ahead, and the game just kind of got out of hand
if Koo makes
offensively.
that kick, we win that game.
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm gonna go on
yeah,
record. If Koo makes that
Yeah.
kick, we win that game
yeah. That
because
was a huge
he
momentum
would have
blow
went
right
back
there.
to his homegrown or whatever the hell he does in his little head, and we
Hmm.
win that game because they didn't do anything after that. What's
Mm-mm,
going
they
got that
didn't.
last touchdown because the defense was exhausted. That's the only reason he got that last touchdown
Yeah.
because they
Hmm.
would never score
Now
anything else.
and also too, coach, if you think about it, um when we ran the ball, we was running between 7 and 9 yards a clip. When we did run the ball, we almost ran to 10 yards a clip. And that's why I was like, because you know how that one play where we ran it twice and then we passed it on I think we ran it on the first down, second down, and the third down we passed. I'm looking at him like, how we? I'm like, bruh. And I think that's the one they used with Tyler Algier. I think Tyler Algier was running like
Hmm.
he was running like a madman.
Yeah.
But when you go back and look at it, and then you go back and you start looking at film, you start looking at stuff you didn't see before.
Mhm.
And Mucho Grande said flags too.
Yeah,
I
those
mean, yeah,
flag
they didn't
catches
help.
too, though. Yeah, they
They
didn't help at all.
they didn't help.
At all.
I I said that. I said it early in the game, and people got mad at me. I was like, them refs helped y'all get that first touchdown. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Y'all may disagree. Y'all may say I'm crazy, but nah. And I'm saying it not from the
Nah,
standpoint
they
of
knew they
they
were doing
couldn't
that
get it
bum ass
physically.
play
It's
that they
just
caught.
that them calls in any other game that would have changed. It would have changed the momentum of that. It wouldn't have been easy to get that touchdown. But that lends to what we're saying. The Falcons got to come out the gate playing, and they have to play smart football because you can't let the refs beat you. Because we all know in some of these games,
Hmm.
them refs is not gonna be they not gonna be calling calls and they're gonna be overlooking calls. So we got to make sure we stay ahead of the chains and we come out swinging first. But let's segue into the next topic right here because this is gonna be this is gonna be a doozy. And I set it up like this, so and I want Mike to take lead on this because this is gonna be fun.
Oh.
True fans versus spectators. Yeah, yeah. Fred but said the refs screw us every week. I mean, we just gotta step our game up, man. I mean, what can you do? I know Arthur Smith probably want to pimp slap a couple of
Oh yeah.
them.
I'm gonna
But
tell my
Mike,
stop.
I
I ain't gonna
believe
start
it one
today.
no cam. Hey, coach, you want no cameras?
Yeah.
Someone get a right hook.
Hmm.
But Mike, what is, what is your take on this? Because I know we have been seeing the divide all week long, I'm here for it tonight. We need to get the elephant out the room.
I mean, I don't think there's a divide. I just think people just stupid. They really think they like. You really think just because Kyle Pitts isn't getting the ball, we should trade him? Like motherfuckers are saying shit like that, and they call themselves a fan. So this it's like, oh, he's not being used right. Let's trade him away. Hey, we're not using Bijan Robinson right. Let's trade him away from the new one. Man, shut up. Like that's the
Third
stuff that
game
we
now. This is
talking
the
about.
third game.
This the third game we up here talking about trading Kyle Pitts away because we're just trading him to Dallas. He'll be used right in Dallas. Yeah, right. Them motherfuckers got to pay CD Lamb
Who
three
gonna
twenty
throw
three
it to
million.
him though? Dak?
That's what I'm saying. That can't barely get
He
the
gonna
ball
throw
to
an
CD Lamb,
interception.
but coach, that's why I said it's people are just stupid and they don't even realize they're stupid. And that's the thing. Y'all just following, y'all see something on Twitter, they got a damn thousand damn retweets, and y'all think it's smart. No, that shit's still stupid no matter how many damn retweets and requotes you get from it. It's fucking stupid. Anybody that says we need to trade our best players away because we're allegedly not playing them right. It's just freaking stupid. Okay, we shouldn't be firing guys over 3 games. We shouldn't be you two and fucking one people. Okay, we're 2-1. Why are you even? Why is your stupid behind even thinking about firing and trading guys away after two
Two and one.
games? It's like we're 2-1. We're not 0-3 like the damn pussycats. Okay, like every other team, we got teams that are like have absolutely no hope. Chicago Bears look like a fucking disgrace to football. Not even just college or high school. They look like a disgrace to football. They
First
got
game.
they got employees breaking into the facility. We got a damn crybaby at quarterback who think he run the damn team, and then the owners they sitting around saying, "Yes, sir, Mister Fields, we'll do exactly what you want, sir." So it's like all this stuff, like you got all this good stuff that's going on with the Atlanta Falcons, and we're acting like we are, the run of the litter. And at the end of the day, it's like no real fan is talking about firing guys or possibly retreat, like re, just getting rid of guys or trading guys away. And one thing too, I want to mention right now is just relax, people. Like, just relax. Okay. It's gonna be okay. It takes time. I don't know how many times we're gonna consistently say that it took how long for Aaron Rodgers to finally get it? 3, 4 years. It took Steve Young about 7 years, 6 or 7 years to finally get it. These
That when he
guys are
was
in the
in
Hall
Tampa
of
Bay.
Fame. He was horrible in Tampa Bay.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Th- th-
Bro, he was freaking terrible.
this
Nobody,
right here.
people.
This right.
Jordan Love lose to the line. Love need more time. Ritter lose to the Lions. Trade for Cousins. Like,
Cousins
see, that's what I'm
losing.
talking.
Right.
He losing. He putting up a bunch of numbers, but he losing. Like,
And his shoulder pads don't fit. So no, we don't need him here.
what do we want? Like, that's the whole thing. What do we want?
This.
Self gratification. That's what they want.
Go ahead, coach.
That's what they want. I'm serious.
This what y'all feel to realize, and this is why I told somebody.
Jeez.
This is why I told somebody. I said, "Do you realize right now? Number one, you're not only gonna have pushback in the locker room. If you go ahead and trade, if you go ahead and get rid of Ritter, or you go ahead and fire Arthur Smith, you fire Arthur Smith, you might as well just trade. You might as well just turn the season in. You might as well just tell everybody, see y'all next year. and,
Hmm.
and if you get rid of Ritter and you put anybody, Cousins, really? Y'all do realize anytime you substitute a major player on this team, what you have done is you set the organization back 3 to 5 years. Now, remember now, we were 3 to 5 years last year, and we made moves in 3 to 5 months. Everybody got a learning curve. So you still gonna have a young offense. You still gonna have a somewhat young defense with veterans on it. Now you're gonna have a young defense with veterans on it that's pissed. And now you're talking about firing a coach that didn't help establish this whole culture. So what if you happen to turn around and get a defensive coach? You gonna throw everything off. Now Terry Fontenot and them got to start all over, which means you didn't threw your cap out the window.
So I got a
You
question
done.
for Coach. I got a question for Coach. So how when you finally get players, all right, you finally get players that's on your squad, and these guys don't. I wouldn't necessarily say well they don't get it as quickly as you would hope. What is your plan? Do you bring in new coaches,
Mm-mm.
or you just wait for them to develop? Wait
They got
them
to
to get it.
listen. There's a this transition from college to pro. Y'all gotta, this is Kyle Pitt's third year. Drake's second year. Bijan's first year. Remember, Cal got hurt last year, so Cal actually second year, if you want to look at it. So him and Drake London is actually on the
Yeah.
same scale to me right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So until these guys learn to work as one, because right now they're not working as one. We see that already. But the one thing about this team right now, nobody's is being that diva. So you got something good right there. Nobody's requesting, I want the ball. Nobody, you haven't heard that from nobody, especially from Cal. You ain't heard Cal say nothing. I know he probably want the ball, but he's not going to say anything because he's happy with what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So people got to stop worrying about what this team is doing. You don't got no say anyway.
Not
You don't got no
Well,
say
really.
anyway.
I don't say that they think I be rude, but
You don't have
nobody
no
gives a
say.
fuck about what you think.
We can, as fans, true fans. I'm going to this
Right.
part this way. As true fans, your job is to cheer for your team. You can talk, you can criticize so on, but this your team. You support them no matter what the hell they
Right.
do.
Right.
That's what I thought what the fans supposed to be. Like I said, I'm in that boat, that OG. I'm older than those, but I'm older than both of those guys. So I seen these teams like they seen. I don't think them dirt.
She didn't see some dirt coach.
I don't bought a $2 ticket. Hey, I don't bought a $2 ticket and sat in the front row on the 50-yard line. So yeah, y'all ain't seen
Wait,
bad
Mike,
yet.
hold up, bro. Coach said a $2 ticket on the 50-yard line.
He ain't lying. Them cheap boy. Look,
Man,
we
I'm
didn't
telling you,
have
I'm giving
fans.
to
We
you.
There was
barely
a
had fans
box
like
seat.
that.
I played in the Atlanta, the police league, right? The PAL league, right? They used to come and get us to take us to the game because they had to put people. Y'all want to go to the game? They bring a bus out there.
He not lying. I remember that.
Bring a
I
bus
remember
in the
stories of
neighborhood.
that.
Come on, hop on. Like, we
Hey,
go to jail.
coach, and let
They
them
had
know
to
now.
make sure that they had people. Like back in
Yeah,
the day,
man.
they used to make sure they
Right.
had
They
enough
just go
people
to
in
the
the seats to
projects,
make.
man, and bring
Yeah.
the kids to the stadium
Yep.
on a
Hey,
white bus.
coach, tell him that was Fulton County Stadium.
Yeah, that was
That
Fulton
was
County.
Fulton
Yeah,
County
exactly.
Stadium.
That was
It
Fulton
wasn't no
County.
top on
Well, no time. It was cold too
it.
sometimes too, boy. But it was fun. It was free.
Right.
And they buy you popcorn. It's cool. Then when you was a kid, you bought the popcorn, get your hot dogs and drink. You was good. You thought you was in heaven, man. So,
They used to give tickets away at the hospitals and stuff like that.
yes, exactly.
Oh man,
Trust
they
me.
used to
Don't
have
tell
them
me how I
drive.
know.
Look. They used to have them drives at school where you was a
Mm-hmm.
student of the month.
Read,
You could
read,
get them
read.
tickets.
Read
Read a certain
10
amount
books
of
in a
books.
month.
Yeah,
Read
exactly.
10 books in a month. You'll
Yeah,
get some free tickets.
yeah. Right. But also too, this is what we want y'all to do, and Coach alluded to it too. True fans, right? Spectators
Yeah.
watch the game. You watch the men run up and down the field and say, "Ooh, look at him
Instant
go,
gratification. They want that
touchdown!"
instant gratification for they can brag about something. That's what
Right.
spectators do.
True fans, if you're a true fan and you don't understand aspects of the game, they go look it up. They go look at the stats. They go look at, they look at the numbers. They look at the wins and losses. They also look at how the team wins, why the team wins. You know what I'm saying? Instead of who helped the team win. They don't they don't particularly just focus in on one particular player. Yes, they may have a player that they like, but they focus on the team. What did my team do? Because
This is why we're here, man. This is why we're here.
go
This
ahead,
is
bro.
why I have an Ask Matt Mike segment. Coach is here to help us, to help you understand the game. It's not, look, we're not making fun of people. There was a point in time where I did not learn every aspect of the game, but
I'm still
asking
learning.
guys like Coach, this is why I ask Coach questions. It's stuff I still don't know.
I call people and ask them questions. I'm like, what about this, man? What you see here? I
Hmm.
call one of the coaches that I coach with that knows he's the defense. He's the best defense coach I ever worked with. I
Hmm.
said, man, what do you
See,
think about this? He said, man, they doing this wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. I said,
Hmm.
yeah,
right.
maybe.
I mean, I'm still learning.
So,
I look.
that's a
I
lot to
watched.
learn, man. This game, you never stop learning in football. That's one thing
You don't.
No.
you can't never stop learning because everything changes. Like Mike talked about that RPO. Who ever thought that the NFL would resort to the RPO stuff?
Right.
And when he
Not
makes a
me.
point is quarterbacks are not quarterbacks anymore. They're more athletes now. They're not really
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks.
Hmm.
So
That's why we're seeing so much bad quarterback play from terrific athlete with terrific arms. Justin Fields is a perfect prime example of that. That
but
dude got
Justin,
a big time arm, but he's
but
a freaking
he
idiot.
benefited from 5 stars, just like
Oh
the little
Lord,
kid,
yeah.
like the little kid
Mm-hmm.
from what's called too from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my lord,
But
man!
but that's the thing though. That's that you know what? That's just like when we was watching the combines and everything with like Anthony
I
Richardson and
hate
stuff
that
like that.
bullshit. Why you had to? I
We
really hate
tried
that
to
kind of
the
like a
what the
butt naked
NFL has
slave.
He
No
said,
man.
"But next slave."
man
That's
man
what that crap
and
is. Just get butt naked. All right, everybody get butt naked and put on tight clothes and see your
Kunta Kinte,
muscles.
Kunta Kinte showing his muscle.
That's it. That's all.
yeah,
Run,
That's
boy,
exactly.
run! I'm gonna chop your feet off. You gonna
All
get
they
your
missing is chains on them. I cannot stand. I really don't like combine. I've always hated it. It's like you're just running fast and see who got the biggest muscles and see who got the
It's a
longest arms and
money
who can jump.
grab. It's all
right,
I
about money.
really, it
right,
is,
right,
coach.
It's about
I
money.
do
right,
not like it.
right.
They can sell. They
The
can sell
NFL
tickets. They can sell.
nowadays, right. The NFL nowadays is about flash before function. Because back in the day, see, y'all may not understand, even though we don't look it. I grew up in the era where football was just disrespectfully dangerous. I seen people take hits that nowadays would kill some of these players. Y'all
Oh
talking
my!
about concussion
I'm sorry.
protocol?
Lord
No,
have
no,
mercy.
no.
I'm sorry. You see the
We
same
had
thing
dudes
going on.
wearing neck braces. Like literally, you had people putting casts on their arms and clotheslining people. Like, nah, this wasn't no
Like
no.
legally
Guess what?
clothesline. Mean Joe
Right.
Green,
Hmm
Scott Case,
Oh,
Ronnie
refrigerator
Lott, man.
Perry.
Mm-mm.
Oh my
It's
God.
just it's so different now. I'm saying the thing
You
is,
know what? You know what?
but
I want to challenge anybody. I want to challenge anybody in the comment section. Go look up Go look up the NFL from 1981, just a short 1981 to 85, and look at all of the hits. Just go on YouTube. They got
Jack
a
the
whole
Lambert,
reel
man.
of
Ooh,
some of the
Lord.
most devastating hits in the
Paralyzing
NFL
people.
in the 70s and 80s. And
Mm-hmm.
then when y'all come back on the show,
Steve
I don't care if
Atwater
it's
crazy
I don't care
behind.
if it's
Mm.
Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. You tell us what you saw, because I'm gonna tell you right now. One of my favorites is when a dude got hit so hard he did a helicopter spin in the middle of the field before he hit the ground.
Petey Pablo'd him.
Yes, yes, and he wasn't on no Carolina team. It wasn't no Carolina team back then.
Check it like a helicopter.
Right. And the man hit the ground, got back up, and kept playing.
They was tougher then
So,
too. Kids are
man,
kids are bigger, stronger, and faster now. Those guys were just big and strong. They had the speed, but they would sure would hit you and try to kill
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah.
And they didn't like each other though. That's the thing about the old days. They didn't like
man,
You're
each other.
about too much of friends. Like I'm not
Yeah.
having no
If
damn
you went on that
friends on the
team, they
field.
weren't your friend. Because you didn't think about this. There was no free agency
right.
back then.
Mm-mm.
You
So
on
it's
a
Oh
more
team, you on
so
no,
that
a
team,
family.
they let you
you
go.
could build a monster of a team.
That's how Pittsburgh don't let all those years. They built the same people. They didn't nobody to
Mm-hmm.
go because you couldn't go nowhere. They didn't
And
have free
and and
agency.
let's bring this into perspective, coach, to what you just said. Those players wasn't getting paid a lot. Let me tell y'all
Mm-mm,
something about sports back in the day. They played for the love of the game in baseball, basketball, football, hockey, whatever. They was not making you. There was no 50 million. There was no $52 million a year quarterback. No.
until Reggie said, "Fuck." Reggie said, "Fuck y'all. I hate paying for y'all. You gonna give me $1 million? I ain't gonna pay
like
you all
running
that."
back. Look, $1 million. They ain't start seeing millions of dollars till you got what, almost to the 90s,
Until
the
Yeah,
ESPN
70s,
kind of
eight.
came along.
Yeah,
yeah, yes, man, yeah.
When ESPN
shoot.
came along, that's what pretty much changed in the
TV
landscape
revenue,
of this
TV
TV.
revenue helped that out.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You
Them
you
boys
you
went
can
from the
thank
street.
Ted Turner for that too, because Ted Turner
Hmm.
kind of started the
Right.
television revolution.
Who was it? Who was the first $1 million player? Was it Bobby Bonilla? That's who it was.
I think so.
Was that
Was it
Bobby?
Bobby?
Cause he's still getting paid by the Mets.
I think he was. Yeah, I think Bobby like one of the first ones to get
The,
like
the
yeah
Mets, the Mets
a big time
prorated
contract
his
like that.
contract.
Yep.
He's still getting paid by him. They started what, about 5 years ago. And Steve
Mhm.
Young also,
Hmm.
he got his money
Yes.
prorated too.
Mhm.
Hmm.
He's one of the first in football, I think. He got the big money like that. So, but
And
yeah,
y'all gotta
crazy.
understand, like when you see people like Joe Burrow have a calf strain, or you see somebody like
Joey
Tua bump
Burrow's a
his head, he got
bitch.
to be cut
I
short.
don't like that dude. He's so damn soft. Like every time
Back
I
in the
turn around,
day,
he getting hurt.
He's home alone.
$55 million
it
to
went.
damn throw 82 fucking yards. I
Mm,
wish he would.
mm. But nobody's talking about getting rid of him
but
on
Mm-mm.
man, listen. But see, the thing is, players like that, injuries like that back in the day, like when you had Lawrence Taylor, or you had people like Brown, them boys played through that. They was willing to die on the field. You
They
literally, to
really
get them off the field, they would almost have to die in a game.
they were willing to punch a teammate in the face too, instead
Hmm.
of standing on the sideline looking at each other. Yeah, we see a lot of that. You don't see
Oh yeah.
anybody on the sidelines, screaming at a teammate. Like we saw Matt Ryan screaming at Julio. We saw Julio and Matt Ryan animated on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? We saw the animated
Oh,
conversations with
I'm
them.
sorry, guy.
But
I'm sorry.
for whatever reason, we never saw that on the defense. But we saw Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and those guys being, animated on the sidelines. But defensively, we already know that little coochie cutter that we had as a head coach called
Mm.
Dan Quinn. He didn't want his defense to have no heart whatsoever. So I always say that Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, that offense, they wouldn't have that mess. They demanded perfection.
Wow.
Hmm. But
These
at the
people
same
funny.
time, they worked. They worked. As
Man,
much as
don't even
people
put
dislike
Tyreek ever.
Matt Ryan was
Don't
first
you ever
in,
in your
last
life
out.
put Tyreek in the same category as Julio? Don't you ever in your life? That man ain't nowhere near Julio Jones. Don't you ever in your life mention
I
Tyreek
can't.
Hill and Julio Jones? That when you talk about a perfect receiver, Julio is the perfect fucking receiver. There's been not one receiver in the league that has been able to do what Julio can do. Run the routes that he can run, the size, the speed. He like it wasn't nothing that Julio could not do. Not one thing he could not do. That man was
That boy's body
everybody
control
talk
was
about. Oh, Julio didn't get a lot of touchdowns. Yeah, because he had four motherfuckers on him. He had four guys, three guys assigned to Julio. That's why he wasn't getting a lot of touchdowns.
Well, he
But
number
there's
one.
never been a prospect like as
if
much as
you
great
think
as
about it like this.
Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice were, but they couldn't do things that Julio. Julio is the perfect receiver.
And people don't realize just what you just said about that too, Mike. When Julio was double teamed, everybody else ate.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else did. Yeah.
Everybody else ate.
He was the he was the perfect decoy, because of the simple fact that man, how you say, he had what you call stupid yards after the catch. If you watch
I've
most of
never
them
seen
films,
a
he could
wide
take a
receiver
slant to the
run.
house.
Bro, the man ran over linebackers like they weren't even there, bro. He was stiff arm a big 250 pound linebacker like he wasn't even there. That dude from Alabama, boy, they got different type of strength.
They got that. They got
So
that.
trust me, my family from Alabama. I know. Look, they pick up a goddamn. You ever seen that damn? When Superman was little, and he picked up that damn.
Lifted up the
He was
car.
in a diaper, and he had that
Right.
damn. He picked up that truck by that pickup truck by himself.
They are
That,
strong.
that's how them boys look. Them boys in Alabama built different, bro.
Yeah, y'all understand. They got to go outside sometime and lift up one end of their trailer. The
They,
trailer. Get
you
up
know,
under there.
they still got
Yeah,
cornfields over there,
big.
so
Bruh, they
Right,
why you
right.
joking, coach? They do for real.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
They
look.
probably
Trust
working.
me. Trust
Julio
me.
probably working
Go
that
down. Look.
cornfield.
Just go down I-20. Go down I-20 and turn off for exit. There you go.
Or you can get somebody like Kevin Ridley who's scared to run.
Tyreek good, but you can take Tyreek Hill out of a game. You can't take Julio out. Like I don't think a prime Julio, you can't take him out.
Tyree
It,
Hill ain't
it,
gonna try to run nobody over. He's gonna just try to outrun you. He ain't gonna run
hmm
nobody over.
Right.
Julio
Julio
gonna try to
just
run you over.
and I've had the
Right.
privilege to see Jerry Rice, T.O., Marvin Harrison. I've seen a lot of the best wide receivers.
T.O. had a lot,
A
well, not
lot.
T.O., but Jerry Rice had a lot of one-on-one coverage too.
He had a lot of one on ones, but like
So did
Julio,
T.O.
whew, Lord have mercy.
But see, people got to understand about Jerry Rice though. Dion gave Jerry Rice the fits.
Mm-hmm.
Dion gave Jerry Rice the fits. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you.
they used to run
Every
away from. They used to line Jerry Rice opposite
Mm-hmm.
of Dion when they played, and I
Mm-hmm.
vaguely remember this, but they
They had
used to
what's
line
that
Jerry
boy?
Rice on the right side
They
of
had
the
Alfred
offense.
on him. They had Alfred on him.
Yep, yep.
Yep, you're
yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, and to show you now, this is to show you the kind of players we had. They had a video on TikTok, and Dion. It was Dion and Peyton Manning, and Dion was telling Peyton Manning how he was able to read, um, like the wide receivers or the running backs. Dion literally could tell when your foot position. He could tell you if you're going inside or outside. And he said he could always tell what route Jerry was going to run based on his foot position. You
Hmm.
don't see that kind of stuff nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
read
because
and
they out
react.
here trying to screw porn stars and get $50 million.
Whoa, whoa.
Well,
Mm.
it's like I said, man. We trying to give
Just
y'all a
tell me what I'm
snapshot.
lying. That's all.
Hey, I'm gonna say, hey, look, man. I didn't look. Look, don't take our word for it. Go, like I said, go on YouTube, go back and look at some of them games. Look
There's
at
a
some of
lot
those
of you.
highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go back.
Who was
This is
Reggie
what we
White.
trying to tell you. This is
yeah.
what we grew up as kids seeing. See, we grew up seeing gritty football.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my
I got a question
gosh,
for y'all.
the minister,
Who the hell are these people paying
man,
for the
please,
Braves
that dude,
today?
man.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure.
What's up?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, coach.
But they getting number 73. That number ain't even on the number.
They got
Yeah,
they got what
I'm
they
sorry,
got them
boy.
video game numbers on these
I'm
players
sorry.
now.
They arresting people then. That's all they doing.
coach, you already know how it go.
Oh my God.
That's one because coach, you know what I was about to say. We look at our position. Look at our position right now. We're basically waiting for everybody else to catch up. So
Can't nobody
they
catch
ain't
us
about to
now.
wear them guys down.
Mm-mm.
Can't catch us now. Nobody can
Right.
do it.
All
Oh
right.
well.
So let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get into this next topic because this basically gonna finish up what we've been talking about. Um, we got. Oh, okay. Come on. Did he do it? All right. There we go. All right. Is the Arthur Smith Desmond Ridder experience done? And coach, I want you to take this one right here because we've been hearing this all week about cousins and all this kind of crap and whatnot. And for the real, I would say for the real fans, we know what the answer is, but kind of educate them on this because
The
a lot
question
of people
is
ain't with it.
the question I'm gonna ask, who said he was an experiment? Then again, isn't
Hmm.
all quarterbacks experiments? I'm just saying.
I
Now,
mean,
let me. I'm gonna go off topic just a little bit. So, who would you rather have? I'm just asking. Well, I ain't gonna ask that question because I don't really have these people say. But I don't know why I'm gonna ask that damn question. That's stupid me. But anyway, so is that what's that boy name up in Chicago? Is that experiment over there?
He
I'm
look
asking y'all a
like
question.
it.
Is that?
He look like
I
it.
don't think so. They gonna try to do something else around
They
him.
they look booty hurt. They look like they ready to pull their pants down for that boy. They ain't trying to feel. I don't know what they.
Like I said,
Somebody in love with that
everything is
boy up there.
everything is an experiment, man. Every black who come in the NFL is an experiment because you don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Like you
Right, right.
see Carolina is the Carolina experiment over yet?
Oh Lord.
I'm just
It's
wondering.
in critical condition. It's in critical condition.
Is Tennessee's
They got that.
experiment over with the 5 quarterback they don't draft the last 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're talking about Malik Willis, yeah,
I'm talking about the
that
other one
Malik
they drafted
Willis.
too. The
The
what the name? The
uh
coffee and mayonnaise guy.
yeah. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I
You know,
can't coach.
I can't think what his name is. I just remember coffee and mayonnaise.
Coffee in there.
So,
Mr.
that's,
Mayonnaise. Mr.
what's his boy
Mayonnaise.
name? He played with I
Damn,
know he
what
played
is
with
his
Kentucky.
name?
He played with Kentucky. That's all I can tell you.
I
Look,
forgot his name,
he
Coach.
he
Good
shouldn't
God.
That's what I'm saying.
he shouldn't have
Coffee and
drank that
mayonnaise.
coffee. He shouldn't have drank the coffee with
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
You a
That was
nasty some gun for doing that
yeah.
too, boy. Jesus.
And again, mayonnaise. You know what people eat, man. I don't eat mayonnaise. So. I don't eat
and you know,
mayonnaise.
look, hey
Levis,
coach,
Will
you
Levis.
know,
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
that's him.
oh
Real
god, hey,
mayonnaise.
look, see, yeah,
But
but
no,
see,
man,
but you
this
know what,
experiment, it's just starting.
right,
3 games into the season. This
I
man
mean,
he's 6-3.
right,
yeah.
right.
Six and
Out of 7
three.
games,
That,
out of 7
no,
games.
that's him. I'm
So
coming that right. He had 4
yeah,
last year and how many this year?
You got two.
2, 3. So we got
3,
3. So that's 7. Okay,
7.
I can't even count.
Yeah,
So that is he's 4. No, he's
yeah.
4 and what? 4 and
Uh
3. 4 and 3.
4-3.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
4 and 3. That's
Two
a
and
winning
two,
percentage.
two.
That's
Yeah.
still a winning
1.
percentage.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
3.
7
It's 4
games.
and 3.
7 games. 7 games total. This could be his
Yeah.
8th game.
Mm-hmm.
7 games, and you want to get rid of?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, people, be for real. But
Because
that's
they got
people.
to
That's
understand
people in
too, Coach.
Atlanta, though, man.
At the
People in
end of
Atlanta
this
don't like you.
season,
They don't even like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
People in
because
Atlanta.
but see,
that's what
if you think about it, if you think about it, his season is actually going to be 21 games. It ain't going to be 17. It's going to be 21.
That's
Between
true.
in his career,
That's
it's
right.
going to be 21 games.
Mm-hmm.
How many rookies do you know get 21 games? I'll wait.
There's a field only won 5, and his 28.
mm,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
we
gonna talk
trying to
about it.
throw
I'm gonna talk about it.
Uh,
I think I'm worse than Sam.
I
no, the
mean,
truth
he
hurts
is
sometimes,
fucking
Coach.
trash. I've been trying to tell y'all for the last 4 years when he got drafted, he was trash.
He should have
Uh,
stayed
We
his
seen it
ass
in
at Georgia
person.
He
and learned how
stood
to be a
up
quarterback.
and learned
We
how to
seen
be a
it in person.
quarterback. That's his fault. That dude is ass. It's like he's exactly what's wrong with sports today with athletes is because they don't want to get better. They already think they mega stars because they get a bunch of publicity. Oh, I got 1 million subscribers on this and this and this and this. I'm a superstar. I'm Michael Jordan.
I was a
No, the fuck you
5-star
not.
who can't read. They can't read the defense.
Can't read a damn defense. What the hell you got 5 stars for?
That man's wide open, and you throw the ball in the back of your damn guy's head. What the hell?
That's
What?
it, Coach. I'm glad because we was at that game. We was at the game when he
What
did
are
it.
you doing? I
I mean,
wanted.
But
that's
we
about
You
as
know what?
bad as
I wanted him to succeed because he's a Georgia kid. I wanted him to be a good one. No. Mm-mm.
he don't want to get better, and then he do this fake hugging with the coaches. Oh, I love my coaches. All man, shut
Mm-mm.
up. I don't. You not fooling me with that goofy shit.
He didn't want to be fine.
all the love
That's
in the
all that
look,
was, coach.
I don't want to lose
all
no
the love in
money.
the
But
world ain't gonna help you if you ain't putting nothing in your head. I'm sorry.
it's not. And the answer to your question is the experiment. Is experience done? Like what? For one, what is? Why would you say that? That's the thing that I want to. Everybody keep talking about the experiment. The experience done. Like what's ain't the objective is to win games? Like I thought that was the objective. Like what is based on what should we end it? Because everybody's saying that we need to get rid of them. That's based because nobody likes them. We should just end the experiment because nobody like. If that was the case, man, you'll never have a football, baseball, volleyball. You never have a basketball team if you worried about whether people like them or not.
What if the coach would have gave up on Peyton Manning
Right.
Mm-hmm.
in his 3-13 season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Look,
he
what if they
has
gave up on
okay
Tom Brady?
passing numbers.
Where he was throwing some interceptions.
Peyton Manning is
What if
my
they would have gave up
all-time
on
favorite,
Tom
but
Brady?
see, Tom Brady never even got a chance. See, this is the thing with Tom Brady. He was never supposed to be the guy anyway.
At all. Zero.
He
Mm-hmm.
was never supposed. He did not show that he belonged in the NFL. They threw him out there because they had to. And the thing with that, they dumbed down that offense just so he could fit.
Nickel and
And he ended.
dime. Nickel and dime. You see something
That's
off
it.
top, you throw it.
Mike, say that again, please. Please say that
Yeah.
again because I want them to understand exactly what you're saying when we talk about the GOAT. Please, because you got somebody out there saying, well, he was great from the time he came in.
Tom Brady has. I took some stats last year. So basically, the stats, if you look at his first four, 3 games, the first 3 games of his career, he and Desmond Ridder passed for about pretty much the exact same numbers, almost identical,
I think his
almost
first four,
identical.
I think his first four game he had like 1,047 yards, I think, passing.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
he was only throwing at like a 58% passing rate
Yeah. So like Desmond Ridder was slightly higher than him
in the
when it come
passing.
down to his completion percentage, but Desmond didn't throw a lot of turnovers. Brady didn't throw a lot of turnovers, but they didn't do it. Like I said, it wasn't a blow you away type of performance, and that's the same thing. That's the thing that we try to get people to focus on. It's like, man, how are you comparing him to Tom Brady? Well, these guys, at some point in time, those guys rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody try to look at him as a finished product. Tom Brady wasn't always Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning wasn't always Peyton Manning. Drew Brees wasn't always Drew Brees. It took time for them to get there, but they had to go through hardships. Like we just brought up the fact that Steve Young was fucking terrible, man. He was a number 1 overall pick, and he was fucking trash.
Just
Say it again,
can I,
Mike. Say it again
can I
because
say one
you
thing
got
about
them
Drew
people out
Brees when you guys get a chance?
Go ahead, coach.
Drew
there. Go ahead.
Brees was cut for Ryan Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Not was the Ryan Leaf?
Yeah,
No,
it
not
was
Ryan Leaf.
around.
Was it Ryan
It
Leaf or
was
was it
Yeah. Yeah.
the other guy who stayed there for a long time? What's his name?
Philip. Was it Philip
Philip.
Rivers? I
Yeah,
think it
Philip.
was Philip
Oh,
Rivers.
Philip.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
may have-
Yeah.
Nick Saban didn't want Drew
yeah, he
Brees,
didn't.
so he traded him to New Orleans.
And the
So
story continues.
yeah, it's a lot of things, man. People don't want to accept reality, man. Quarterbacks take time. They're not going to develop overnight,
Right.
especially
Mm-mm.
coming into the pro game, man. Because there's a lot of nuance that people got to think about being a pro. There's a lot of different signals. There's a lot of different calls. There's a lot of different terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to learn that stuff. And like I say, being a quarterback, I wouldn't want to do that. That's some crazy shit. It's too
But
much to remember. You got to have almost a Memorex
photographic
in your
memory.
head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
But
Right.
the question is, see, in my opinion, you don't want your quarterback developing overnight anyway, because you can't. Number one, you don't get a chance to gauge if he was to just come on the scene and do what he had to do. The first loss he would take would devastate him. If you got to think about the players, there's a process of maturation for a reason, because we saw this with the Patriots. Won all their games in the regular season, got to the Super Bowl and got their ass drugged. Why? because they hadn't had that moment in the middle of the season where they took a loss that kept them focused. 9 times out of 10, teams that win, and don't ever lose, they get complacent
Hmm.
because they figure they've arrived, so they don't play. They don't play to their best of ability. And then you got teams out there that's hungrier than you that will show out at the right time.
Hmm.
So if you got a quarterback that just develops overnight, the first loss that he faces, he's gonna fall apart because it's gonna be such a blow to his ego, such a blow to his emotional state. He's not gonna be mentally any good. And the quarterback is 80% up here. And as far as it's been an experience, nah, it
But
ain't done. It ain't got started. That's the problem.
all these people ride high on Brock Purdy. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Brock Purdy, and he's in one of the most, I ain't gonna call it easy, but one of the most successful offenses they're gonna be in football. He has a coach that designed his plays for his quarterbacks.
Hmm.
He's not doing anything special. It's- He's not doing. I mean, he checks down everything he does. It's almost like a check down. A lot of his plays are like check down. There's a lot of yak yard disasters.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is. That's what Shanahan's offense is about. And he got his run game. His run game sets up all those check downs for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'm gonna say something too, and Coach and Mike, y'all back me up or correct me if I'm wrong. You want your quarterback, you want your offense, you want your team to go through these rough patches because rough patches do one thing: they make you slow down and focus on
reevaluate. Yeah.
what you did wrong and how you can do it better. And 9 times out of 10, you'll see something from you that you didn't see. Like we went back and watched the film. Coach seen a different aspect. I saw a different aspect. Mike saw a different aspect. That's what you want because make no mistake, if you don't fix a mistake now, and if you just if they had kept playing and this mistake right here was never uncovered, oh bruh, you wait. What if we playing the last game of the season and that's the game of the season that determines us getting in the playoffs and we had this kind of play at the
Hmm.
last game of the season? Guess what? That 7-10, suppose we the goal of getting into the playoffs now. Now y'all gonna be calling for Arthur Smith saying he on the hot seat.
Mm-hmm. It'll play itself
I
out.
guarantee you, them going into the game Sunday, they mindset is like, nah, we didn't got drug enough this whole week. It's about time to go in there and play ball and play it our way. And you didn't heard Bijan say it twice in 1 week.
Yo, Mad Mike Sports AFN has been in transition for an entire year, rebranding our our platform. So this is why you see all these shows. You see different topics now. You see us doing wrestling. You see us doing Georgia Bulldogs. But we've been in transition for an entire year. Y'all would have never known it had we said this. But this has been the plan for over a year. This is what we talked about. So just imagine what it's going to take when you have 50 players,
Hmm.
30 something coaches, and then you got at least 30 something front office executives, and then you got the people behind the executives. All of that stuff. Like you just fire one guy, it leaves
Forward.
a time just like it leaves a massive hole there. Okay, it's not just over. So it's going to take 2 to 3 years to incorporate the new system and the new scheme. So this is what it is. What y'all see online is me, myself, Maggie, K Styles, everybody in this crew. We teaching each other the subtle nuances of learning how to get on this YouTube thing, imparting knowledge, and really just like all right, teaching each other. But that this has been a this has been a process. and we're just now after a year plus of trying to, kind of give you guys exactly what you want is, Falcons and just content. But it's a process. It's a process behind all of this. This stuff is not easy, and this is why it's like it's better to be patient with this Falcons team, because if you fire him, you got to start all over again.
Well,
Then you
somebody
got to
need.
find somebody who, because the guy or the player that you fired may get in his feelings about it, and then here you go, you got to replace him, and then this person don't like him, and you got to replace him, and then replace this. Look, it takes time, so just be patient, man. Give them more than 7 freaking games, bro. What are we talking about? 7 freaking games, y'all ready? Like, man, look, some of y'all wear y'all damn drawers longer than that.
Oh, these nasty mother.
Oh my gosh! So you trying to say they let it marinate? Like
Let it
y'all
marinate.
draws is marinate.
You homeless. You must be homeless or something.
All right, man. We got
7 days.
we at the 1 hour mark. We gonna get ready to wind this down in a little bit, but we at the fourth and inches part of the show. Do you have the ball, Manscaped?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Hey, boy, you crazy.
But
Got
yeah,
you.
but
No, I'm playing.
like Mike said, dos dos
Ghost.
balls.
Going in. Going on
But
this.
look, man, it's the thing. This is something I'm gonna give y'all to think about. The thing you want to happen at the very least in this season with the Falcons is you want them to get to the playoffs, and
Mm-hmm.
here's why. You got that means your quarterback will have played 21 games. Okay, your offense will have played 17 games together. By week 4 on, I say from week 4, maybe week 5 on up, they will have gotten their stride. What getting to the playoffs does is boost their confidence in what they're doing. So then they it's enough to have a culture and have, hey, guess what? This is our identity. But when you get to the playoffs, now you believe in it because you've gotten to something where most teams have not. Okay. Now let's just say they get to the first, second round, and let's just say, all right, we don't get to the championship. What that does is that sets them up for next year, saying we got here, we got over the hump. We know we can make it to the championship. We can make it to the second round. Now what happens is it's easier on the front office because all they got to do now is look at who they want to get with the money is plug and play. The team already believes in the culture. They already believe in their identity. All they got to do now is just finish tweaking the guys on the field. Now you got a whole offense and defense and special teams that have played together. So now they got chemistry. Now they got rhythm. So their starts are not slow anymore. It's a progressive jump. Now let's just say on the high end, we go play our game and we dominate the playoffs and get to the NFC Championship. Now guess what? Now you got a team that's riding high because what they didn't think a lot of people didn't think they would get there. So you got to understand that development and them confidence boosters. That's what you want to see throughout this game. You want to see every game. You want to see us get better at what we do because you got to think the players are learning the coaches are learning the players, and everybody's learning each other, and they're learning how to play together, and that's the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we said before, football ain't an individual sport. Y'all like to make it like that. It's a team effort.
If the line ain't blocking, we can't run, and he can't throw the ball.
Stephen B,
Man,
I'm gonna need you to go smoke some crack, okay? Just please go smoke a crack pipe. Cause you better if you high. Cause you clearly just saying some stuff out of your mouth. Like you know how many players. Where? Let me ask you this question, Coach. You know one of the greatest running backs of all time. Went to a small school. Played for this team called the '85 Bears. What college did he go to?
You know the HBCU. Was
Mm-hmm.
the Grambling or was it Jackson?
Jackson State.
Jackson State. Yeah, 1 to 2. Yeah. Doug
Who,
Williams went
which running back am I talking about? Anybody
Walter.
want to know? Walter Payton. He's considered the
Sweet.
greatest running back of all time. Went to a small school.
Come on, man. You know
Anybody
what you're
know
talking
where?
about.
Anybody know where T.O. went to?
Tennessee, was it Tennessee State?
Small school. Anybody know where Jerry Rice went to?
Alcorn. Oh,
All
I'm
these
sorry.
small. It's
Yeah.
Small school.
Yeah.
it's a small school, but even Steve McNair, he went to Arkansas from
Yeah,
Alabama.
yeah. So what's going on? Jerry went to where he went to? He went to, with the Alcorn too? No, he went
Mississippi, was it
Miss,
Mississippi Valley State?
Valley
Was it
State. Yeah,
Mississippi?
Mississippi. Somewhere it's Valley State. Somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, somewhere.
It's the Valley State. You're right.
Even Jesse Tuggle a small school. It's like
Shit. Now
everybody keeps
small.
saying we say some of the dumbest stuff, bro. It's like if you ever did your homework, you wouldn't say half the stuff that you
See, a lot
guys
of
say.
people went to small schools. Shit, everybody
A
comes.
lot of them.
Do you think the school that these quarterbacks are coming from are big schools?
Josh Allen is a perfect example. He went to North Dakota State. Who the fuck is in North Dakota?
Carson
Matt
Wentz.
Ryan.
Carson
Matt
Wentz.
Ryan.
Matt Ryan went to Boston College.
What school did God, somebody else went to even a smaller school? Harvard's a big school, but is Harvard a big school?
Right. It's not let's keep it
Not in
real. Harvard, a
sports. Not well,
football school?
not in
Come on,
football.
bro.
They like what is it? They like croquet and what is it? What's the
They're
other
in the
one?
Ivy League school system. Harvard is.
Yeah. That hang on.
People that got
I
more
can't
brains
remember
than
that.
brains. Yeah.
Okay, let me break this down.
He
This
said
this is let me this, is it my fault if I keep using second round picks on Rasheed Hageman, Jalen Collins, blah blah blah? Should be banned from
Squad's hurt.
shut the fuck up.
He
You know
hurt.
how many
what?
damn we literally got a fucking ass wipe that's been drafted at #1 overall and Baker Mayfield. Me up here talking about this is the stuff we talking about. Y'all say the stupidest shit and they wonder why
Do you
we
know
call you
what
fucking
Rasheed?
stupid.
Do you know what Rasheed Hagman did for the
He was
Falcons?
he was one of the main
He
he
made them
one of the
boys in the
main
Super
part of
Bowl.
that defensive line that
Yeah.
helped us get to that. And when we released him, that defensive line was never the same. So this is stuff we be talking about. Y'all say the stupidest shit and be swearing y'all smart and then get on here and really get mad at us, call you stupid. You saying dumb stuff. All you have to do is read a damn book. It's Google is free.
Yeah.
Everybody got one in their hand right now. Motherfuckers
Yes.
just be talking crazy. And this is why we call you spectators or fans. Just saying stupid stuff because you mad or you don't like nobody. I don't like LeBron, but I'll never say LeBron ain't a GOAT. He's one of the greatest. It's crazy.
People don't know you can have more than one. There's a lot of goats eat grass.
It's a lot of goats. It's a lot of goats.
Right.
One goat can't
Let's
clear a field.
let's get
Right.
to
That right there, coach. One goat can't clear a field.
right. What now? What Swaguchi Deep Manscaped
What?
says, do
I
y'all
don't know what
think the Falcons
what
still
the fuck kind of
putting
name is
it
that?
together? And
Maybe he
I'm
could be-
like,
Gucci deep.
he could be. Hey, he could be from India.
That
He
look
could be
like
from
a
India.
that look like it look at the elemental P type of
I think
like
he's Indian, y'all. Because their last name is Deep a lot.
Look, I'm not going there. I'm just going.
I'm talking about the
answer
swag
question.
Gucci. Like
That's Swag
swag
Gucci.
Gucci part.
He could be Swaguchi.
Yeah.
He
Well,
could
look,
be.
he said, "Do y'all think the Falcons still putting it together as a unit? Remember, they didn't play all together until the first game. By game 4, the continuity should be getting better." I mean, yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. This is the third game this unit has played together. This is the
Now
third
you need a
game.
year under your belt to have some chemistry. Look, it take you a good year or so. And my bad, swag Gucci deep.
How deep they go?
We like to tell jokes and shit over here. Y'all know how we do it. But it takes a good year for you to kind of figure out who the guys are you working with. Look, we're talking about a matter of weeks. Okay? It hasn't even been a month yet these guys have played in NFL game. Now it hasn't been a month, people. You're expecting guys to like come from college, learn the scheme, and then learn the players around them they have not played with, and all the teams that you see right now, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, all these teams have been playing together for at the least 3 years. The
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, all these the New York Jets. Those teams are played together. That's why the Jets defense is so good because they've been playing together for a good 3 years. We
Isn't it
ready to
funny?
write the Falcons all offense off after a year.
But did we see the
Right.
same thing up in Buffalo when they tried to get rid of Josh Allen too?
Yep, yep.
Oh man, yeah,
They were
yeah.
looking to trade him. He did not start off well. So,
So hold on to your panties,
hmm
put them in
Right.
the wash machine, let the shit go spin,
That's it.
spin, spin, spin
Make sure,
till they get them dry.
look. Make sure you clean the ruffles.
Mm.
Make sure you clean the ruffles.
mm, mm.
Oh my god. Mm.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Look, see, I'm a man that likes to
Oh,
invest in stocks and stuff like that.
okay.
When
I
you
said,
invest in stocks, man, I wasn't going there, coach.
I was like,
Nope.
whoa, where we going?
I like to invest in stocks,
That's
and
right.
sometimes them stocks gonna take a while to mature.
Oh yeah.
It
Mm-hmm.
takes a
Yep.
while for them to mature, and you gotta wait longer than a
You got
damn
to be
couple of weeks.
patient.
You gotta be patient with it.
Got to be
So just like
patient.
D, bro, it's not gonna
You
happen
you got
overnight.
Good analogy, Mike. That's a great analogy. You're right.
Hmm
oh yeah. You got long term stocks that you have that they have to mature over time. They got to go through the cycles. Then you got the short term stocks, the ones, and even with them short term stocks, you got to know how to make money if they're high or when they low.
Cannabis form. I'm gonna let you know. Cannabis form. Go get some.
Hot take.
Hey,
For
hey, I
real.
know a lot of people wishing they would have got into that damn Amazon stock years ago.
Oh, don't
Bruh.
mention it. Don't mention
Mm,
that.
that hurt my heart just thinking about it.
Don't mention Microsoft either.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
My
We're gonna
bad.
take this
My
this
bad.
last question here from
I
B
could be
King.
rich, daddy.
B King says, "Do y'all think Mac will be a good number two?"
Mac.
Oh, and Hollins. That's where
Oh,
he is now.
Yeah,
man, the thing
Mac
is
already
too,
a problem.
I mean, we got number ones crying. Jamar Chase is not happy in Cincinnati.
Did you see the other night they tried to force feed him the ball?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He crying and like, look, I've been telling people, okay, I'm tired of singing. Y'all gonna make me sing. I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson soon, okay? I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson soon. No, 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 no. This is it. This is it. All right. This is what I'm talking about. This is it. I'm like, no more singing. I've been telling y'all the
The
NFL
man
is
in the
changing.
glass. Look at it.
What have
coach,
I started?
coach, he gonna be talking about Eddie. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? But it takes
You
it
in
like I
his
said, it
eye.
takes time, man. It takes time. That look, we got so many wide receivers right now, and the NFL is changing. We slowly starting to see them get more acclimated to running the damn
Yeah,
ball.
that's true.
The
You seen
Mhm.
best
that last night.
teams in the league are all running the ball well, from Detroit to Philly to Kansas City. All these teams run the ball well.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, look, guys. Look, man. This was a good show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Hit it.
You can catch the show. Hey, you can catch the show on AFN, and you can catch it on the Therapist ATL 78 channel on YouTube. But like I said, I'm thank Coach and thank Mike for coming on, man. Bringing you guys the facts, the stats, and the truth. Like I said, we wrapped up this work week. Coach, what you got going on Saturday, man?
Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Got the Saturday morning bird feeder. And at what time? What time I start the show? Oh, at 12:15. Well, 3:15 Eastern time. I keep forgetting. I got the Georgia Auburn live watch party, man. I'm gonna do one. See how I feel.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm gonna see how I feel.
that's big.
Then you know what I do on Sunday.
mm-hmm.
I be on at 9 o'clock
Oh
Eastern time.
God. Ugh.
Yeah, 6 o'clock my time. I'm
Right.
up anyway, but doing the Falcons and Jaguars live watch party. So
I wish NFL stopped choosing us to go.
it's been 2
Look,
years, so
look,
I
look,
don't mind it. I don't well for y'all. It's a little early for y'all, but I don't mind it.
look. For what Mike is saying, make sure you put your alarms on so you don't miss the game. Because if y'all get up, wait
I'm
for a
going
one
to sleep
o'clock game.
early. That's
Right,
all.
right, right.
I ain't
We
going
been
to.
in, we been and made our takes and got our nap. So yeah, make sure you set it.
So there's no
set it.
that's safe to say there's no regulated show for that day, right?
No,
Uh,
I don't think so. I don't think we if we do something, it'll be Saturday,
Okay.
yeah,
and most
yeah,
likely Magnus won't be able to do it. So yeah,
Right.
we'll like I said, we'll make up for it.
Okay.
hmm
So,
trust me.
like
You're gonna
I'm
hear us
coming in 30
all
minutes
week.
before the game, so we can talk then. So whoever comes in.
Okay.
And don't forget, coach, you're gonna have, like I said, the live reactions anyway, right?
Oh, during the game?
Yeah, yeah,
During the game?
yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know yet. Not the live.
Yeah, well, hey, look, if coach is feeling generous, y'all
Mike,
might
what
be able
time
to
you
get
guys gonna do that? You gonna do the show, the post game right after the show, or you gonna wait a little
We
while?
we may do it a little. We may do it around 3 4 o'clock afterwards.
Way after.
Yeah, to
So
make sure
I
you
may
get
do
home
something an
from
hour
church.
after. I may do something an hour after that. Then I may do a live thing an hour after that. Then after the game.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once the
You.
game's over, I go right into the live thing. I do
Okay.
something
Okay.
on
Cool.
that there.
Yeah, and we'll do that
Live
after.
reaction from the fans and from whoever's on the panel, whoever's on the thing. So yeah, I do it that way. That's fine.
okay. So look, guys, like you said, tune in Sunday afternoon after the game. After most of us then came
Sunday
down
morning,
off of our
still
high.
be
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
time.
yeah. Hey, look, yeah. So it's like I said, we're gonna bring you guys some good shows after that. But listen, man, we're gonna give you guys your evening back because I know we's tired and
It's
everything. But
7:30.
hey,
I ain't tired yet.
hey, look,
I'm
it's
hungry
going
though.
on 10 here. Yeah, we hungry.
I'm hungry.
But look, hey, this has been the ATL Sports End Game, asking you the question: what's the end game? See y'all later. Enjoy your evening. We out.
Peace,
Be
Peace.
y'all.
fast.
All right.